Assalamualaikum and hi. So for the communication network, we were given an assignment which is to explore uh, HTTP protocol. So let us start with the first question. I'm Muhammad Nazir bin Raya. Let's start with the first question. Okay, so for the first question, website that uses HTTP protocol instead of HTTPS and write down the address, we decided to use this website. As you can see in the slide, http bundlesweatshirt.com. And then for the second question, ask us to provide a DNS and the browser cache. For the DNS, we have used command prompt to get the DNS, and down there is the browser cache, which we use our browser to get the cache. Next. Okay, so the next question is to run the Wireshark and start capturing. So as you can see in the slide, those are the capture that we got after run the Wireshark. So I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Okay, so I will be continuing the presentation. My name is Ahmad Anas bin Azhar. Okay, so we continue to question A4. Request a connection to the website. So how to request connection to the website? Just by simply typing the website address on our browser. So we have established a connection to the website itself. Okay, next question A5. Stop the capture and save the packet as a PCAP file. So like my friend before I presented, we started to capture using in Wireshark. So we stopped the capture and we saved the packet as a PCAP file in our device. Okay, moving on to question B1. Filter out irrelevant packets. So how do we filter out these irrelevant packets? By typing also by typing HTTP. So by typing HTTP, the Wireshark will only show HTTP protocol packet that is captured. Okay, next for question B2, save the file in a different name. So like before, just export the file and save it as a PCAP file just with a different name. Okay, next I will pass to the next presenter.
All right. So I will be continuing. My name is Mumin bin Muhammad. So going on to the question B3, which is find the relevant RFC, which is request for comment document on HTTP. So we did some research and we found the RFC for HTTP is RFC 2616. Then to the question B4. Can we go to the next slide? Yeah, all right. So before we need to analyze all the layers up to the application layer. So first of all, at the application layer, which is the layer that connect our device to the network service, and we need to request for connection to produce an application process lah. So for this one, we use the browser it's not browser, we use the web www.bundlesweatshirt.com to request for connection. Then for presentation layer, we need the presentation to transform the application request into the format lah through data encryption and compression. And for the session layer, they will create and manage the communication between all application and create the connection between them. For the transportation layer, it will break down the presentation layer data that's been encoded into chunks of data and put it through the transportation channel. And next one. Next, for the network layer, which entails the optimal route for the data to take and address each of the data units to know which route they need to go. Next, for the data link layer, from the data link layer, they used to transmit the routed data units from the network layer and can it also include the header and the trailer addition to the data. Data link layer also responsible for the transmission of the frame. So for our transmission, we use the frame length of 616 bytes. Alright. Last but not least, for the physical layer is data transmission across the physical media for such as the cables, fiber optics, and wireless. So for our transmission, we are using wireless connection, and there are 4,928 bits involved. So I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, next, my name is Wireshark, and then I will present the next one. Logical addresses of the client and the server. So to find the logical address, the client and the server, we just filter out using Wireshark, using HTTPS, and we can see the physical address is the logical address is we can see SRC for the client and destination for the server. We can see from the slides, and then for the physical addresses internet, we can it's the same as the above SRC for the client and the destination for the server. So what is the physical address? Physical address is called a MAC address, identify a device to other device on the same local network, or a IP address, while logical address is a address at which an item appears to reside from the perspective of an executing application program. So okay, we move to the next slides. So question C2, what method does your browser use to communicate with the server? Okay, the browser sends an HTTP request message to the server, asking it to send a copy of the website to the client. This message and all other data sent between the client and the server sent across the internet connection using TCP/IP. So the transmission control protocol, TCP, is responsible for breaking up data into smaller packets and sending the packets to the receiving computer, reassemble together the data to its original form. And the IP protocol, internet protocol, is responsible for routing the individual packets from the source to the destination over the internet. And together, TCP and IP provide a reliable and efficient method to transmitting data between the computer. Okay, we move to the next presenter.
Okay, hi, my name is Muhammad Hanis Afifi bin Azmi. Okay, for the question C.3, does your browser work in persistent mode? Okay, first of all, what is persistent and non-persistent mode? That is the way of how the data transfer. Is it a single connection or double connection or two-way connection? Okay, first of all, for this question is yes. In our website we use, which is bundle sweatshirt.com, it use one RTT for connection and transfer as many objects as is wanted in single connection. Then it shows is persistent mode. Okay, for question C.4, how many objects can you find in the the page that you can requested? Okay, actually the question is refer to how element we use to the website. Okay, if you see the website earlier, yeah, in this website we have a few buttons that show to our products, and also text that give us some information, and also graphic image such as background and the product image itself, and other is text box. So this is some of element that we can find or object that we can find in the requested website. So that's all from us. I hope you all can understand more about this topic. I think this is all for us. Okay, thank you.